Hi children, good morning everybody. Welcome to 8th standard second language English YouTube classes. My dear children, in the previous class, just we started the drama called The Swan and the Princess. Am I right? Yes. Isn't it, children? Okay. Can you tell me the characters of that drama, children? Yeah, the Swan and the Princess. Okay, which are the characters that we come across in that drama? Very good. Somebody said Shuddhodana. Who is Shuddhodana? Shuddhodana is a king of Kapilavastu. He had a son. Very good. His son name is Siddhartha, the prince of Kapilavastu. Then Devadatta, Siddhartha's cousin, he was also one of the characters in this drama, children. And apart from these characters that we come across, the chief minister and 4 other ministers of the king. Apart from those that we also come across the guards. These are the main characters that we saw in the previous class. Okay, and these are the main roles which are in this drama, children. And also that we come across one of the stories of the baby and the mother, isn't it? How the minister has solved the problem of the baby and mothers, where 2 women went claiming the same baby. Got it, children? Yes. So the story begins in the court of the king Shuddhodana. Got it? Who is the king here? Yes, Shuddhodana. And he has the son called Siddhartha, and also Devadatta is the cousin of Siddhartha. Isn't it, children? The story goes on in the court of the king. This is the first scene. We also know what is scene. Got it, children? Yes. Okay, children. Open your textbook, page number 76. Yes, look at there. Have you opened? Yes, this is the king's court, and let us see. This scene is taking place in the court of the king called Shuddhodana. Shuddhodana is sitting in his chair, sitting on his throne. His ministers are sitting around him, and the chief minister is saying something to him. Just then the guard enters and bows to the king. Okay, when the meeting is going on between the king and the ministers, okay, the guard enter and he said something to the king. Who is the king referred here? Yes, the word king refers to the king Shuddhodana. Yes, Shuddhodana. Look at the first conversation. It was said by the guard. See, children, just first I will go with some dialogues. Okay, I will read the dialogues up to the 4th minister. Then I will let you to read. Okay? Yes. God. Long live the king. Long live the king. Sir, Prince Devadatta wants to come in. Bring him in. The guard bows and goes out. Chief Minister. I wondered why Prince Devadatta wants to see the king at this time. The 2nd Minister. Perhaps he wants to complain against someone. The guard enters with Devadatta. Both of them bow to the king. What is it, Devadatta? Why have you come to me at this time? Devadatta. Sir, the prince will not give me my swan. I want justice from you. King, smiling. Be calm, Devadatta. Has Siddhartha taken your swan from you? Yes, sir. He has. I shot it and it fell on the ground near the prince. He picked it up and said he wouldn't give it to me. That's very naughty of Siddhartha. To the guards. Go and call him. The guards bow and goes out. Third minister, softly to the fourth minister, the prince is a good lad. He can't do anything that's wrong. Fourth minister, I agree with you. The guard enters with Prince Siddhartha, who has a white swan in his arms. Siddhartha bows to the king. Okay? Yes. Let us see this conversation first. Okay? Then we will move on to the remaining conversation. Okay? Shall we, children? Yes. Let's come back to the first conversation. Okay? Yes. Yes, look at the conversation, children here. We know that when the meeting takes place, especially in the king's court, children, the guard has to take the permission before he want to say anything to the king. Am I right? That's why the guard, as soon as he entered to the court hall, he praised the king. Long live the king. Isn't it? It is a token of respect. Okay. And it is a formality, children. Usually, in the king's court, the servants or the guards, if anybody want to say something, okay, not only the guards, if somebody, okay, if anybody wants to speak to the king, they have to say these type of words before he speak to the king, isn't it? In the same way, the guard, as soon as the guard entered to the court, children, he said, "Long live the king," and said, "Sir," means, "My lord, Prince Devadatta wants to come in." What did he say, children? Yes, Prince Devadatta want to come in and talk to the king. Got it? Because he is a cousin of Siddhartha, and he is a family member. That's why the king gave his consent all of a sudden to bring him in. And he said, "Bring him in." See here, children, if the same thing has changed into indirect, what it will become? God requested the king that Prince Devadatta wanted to, okay, came in. Got it? So the king, what did the king reply? The king replied to, has brought him into the court. As the king gave his consent to bring Devadatta to the court, children, the guard bows and goes out. As soon as he gave the consent, he bowed. Bowed in the sense, he, okay, bend. It's in token of respect, children. In token of respect, he bowed to the king and goes out. Okay, where did he go? He went to bring the Devadatta, who has asked to visit the king, because Devadatta had told that guard that he wanted to meet the king and he wanted the permission to get inside the court. That's why the guard went to convey the message to Devadatta that the king has given him the permission or the consent to get inside. So when the guard went out, children, the chief minister, okay, and other ministers were talking in the alien. Chief minister said, I wondered why Prince Devadatta wants to see the king at this time. I wonder. I can't understand. I wondered. In the sense here, I wonder. Here, it means ನನಗೆ ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Okay? ಅನ್ನೋ ಅರ್ಥದಲ್ಲಿ. I don't know why the Prince Devadatta wants to see the king at this time. See, the chief minister expressed his shock or expressed his feeling by saying so, children. Got it? Look at there, children. I wonder why Prince Devadatta wants to see the king at this time. Who said this? Yes, it was said by the chief minister. Got it? And the second minister was also there. He said, perhaps he wants to complain against someone. See, the second minister, he said, okay, do you know why did Prince Devadatta want to visit the king, children? We don't know exactly. But these are all the assumptions of the ministers who were stayed there or who were in the court hall. They were guessing here. Assumption in the sense, they were guessing why that as Prince Devadatta may coming to the court like this. Okay. So the second minister said, perhaps he wants to complain against someone. See, what did the second minister say here, children? The second minister, guessed that Prince Devadatta wanted to complain against somebody. That is why that he is getting the permission to get inside, seeking the permission to get inside to the court. So, at that time, the guard enters with Devadatta and both of them bowed to the king as a token of respect. Look at this. See, the guard who went to bring Devadatta, so he brought Devadatta. Both the guard and Devadatta, simultaneously, together they entered the court of the king. And as soon as they entered, they bow or bend to the king as a token of respect. Isn't it? This is the formalities. These are all the formalities, children. Everyone should do while we are entering or while we are going to the entering to the esteem positions or esteem meeting, while we are meeting with the esteem officers, children. Okay. Here the king have a great, he is the supreme power in that court, in that empire. That's why as soon as they enter, they respect, they bow in the token of respect. Got it, children? So the king was surprised. Why was the king surprised here? Because that he has not expected the Devadatta to his court, isn't it? And all the courtiers and including the king were surprised why that Devadatta want to come to the court that year. Okay, if it is any personal matter or if it is anything, he might have said when the king is taking rest, or because that is his uncle now. Okay, he belongs to the king's family now. He might have said very closely, or he might have said shared the things naturally when he was having supper or having dish, or when he be along with him. But here, intentionally that he wanted to come to the court, the king's court, it shows something serious. What is, children? Okay. So as he entered, the king said, "What is it, Devadatta? Why you have come to me at this time?" What is it, Devadatta? See there? He asked Devadatta what it was, what the matter was, and also asked him why he had come to him at that time. The two, on this particular moment, why you have come to me? What is the matter? What the matter was? Like this, that he asked him. He inquired him. The king inquired Devadatta, okay, why he wanted to talk to him or why he wanted to speak to him. What did he say? See, Devadatta, sir, the prince will not give me my swan. I want justice from you. See here. Yes. Now you have gotten a reason why Devadatta is wanted to visit Shuddhodana. Right, children? Yes. Here is a problem, children. He came with a complaint. Yes or no? What was the complaint here, children? Yes. The complaint is that the complaint is against whom was the complaint against, children? Yes. Devadatta is complaining against the Siddhartha. Who is the prince here, children? Look here, look here. Sir, the prince will not give me my swan. I want justice from you. The word prince refers to Siddhartha. What is, children? Here Devadatta is complaining against Siddhartha. And what was that complaint? See, the complaint is that, okay, he is not giving his swan. What is swan here? Yes, it's a bird, isn't it? That we come across in the very first slide of this chapter. Lesson. Look here, the boy who is holding it. So this bird is a swan, children. Okay. So here, these two are fighting for that swan. Devadatta came to the king's court and he is climbing that swan. And he said, the prince, the two, Siddhartha is not giving his swan. He says, look at there, children. He said that the prince would not give his swan, give him his swan, and he wanted justice from him. What is, children? So, look at there, children. Devadatta wanted justice. That too, the prince Siddhartha had taken his swan. Okay, he says that Devadatta has taken his swan. That is why that he wanted to, okay, come to the court and to complain against. Am I right? The king smilingly, has he heard the complaint against his son? Okay, both are equal to the sons to him. Am I right? One is his real son and another one is his brother's son. That's why, okay, these two are the cousins. And that's why he was surprised, he was shocked when he has asked to come in. But when he has listened the question, when he listened the problem of his son children, he, okay, revealed for a while, but that he has to sorted out his problem now. That's why he smiled and said, "Be calm, Devadatta. Be cool. Has Siddhartha taken your swan from you?" Oh, had he taken the swan from you? See, he asked him whether Siddhartha had taken the swan from him. Got it, children? The king convinced him to be cool and asked whether his son Siddhartha had taken the bird from him. Got it, children? Devadatta: "Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He has taken. I shot it and it fell. Sorry. I shot it and it fell on the ground near the prince. He picked up and said, "You wouldn't give it to me." See, look at that. When he asked, he repeated that Siddhartha had taken the swan from him. What he did? See, he shot it. He shot it in the sense, he shoot it. Okay, shoot. The past tense form of shoot is a shot. Got it? He shot the bird through through his tools or weapons, and it fell on the ground near the prince. As he shot the bird through his weapon, children. Okay, it fell on the ground near the prince. The prince was sitting on the ground, and he was sitting there. As I shot, it fell near the ground. And he picked up and said, "He wouldn't give it to me." When it fell near by the prince Siddhartha, all of a sudden he took that swan, and now he says that he wouldn't give it to me. See, who shot the bird here, children? Yes, Prince Devadatta shot that bird. Where did it fall? It fall near the Prince Siddhartha. Got it, children? And who have taken the bird here? Yes, the Siddhartha had taken the bird. But who shot it? Devadatta. Got it? After taking the bird, what he is telling, children? He says, he is telling to Devadatta that bird or that swan belongs to him, and he won't give it to give the bird to him. So that is what he said. King, that's very naughty of Siddhartha. To the gods, go and call him. See, the king said, that was a very naughty of Siddhartha. It's not right. Okay, in that way that he is telling. No, Siddhartha must not do such things, or he must not behave like that. He called one of the god. Okay, early. Go and call him. Okay, he called one of his god and to bring Siddhartha. Okay. He told the god to bring Siddhartha. The god goes and goes out. As he said to the god came and bowed to the king, and to that god the king told him to bring Siddhartha. What are children? See, look here. Now, as you might have come to know why Devadatta wanted to visit the king's court. Why did Devadatta want to visit the king's court, children? King's court? Yes. Devadatta wanted to visit the king's court here to complain against Siddhartha. And what was the complaint here, children? Yes, the complaint is that Prince Siddhartha had taken his swan and is not giving him back. Okay, to get justice, that he has taken this problem to the king Shuddhodana. Got it, children? Yes. When the king has told him to bring Siddhartha, told one of his gods to bring Siddhartha, the god went out. The third minister softly to the fourth minister. Now, the courtiers who were there, they were talking themselves, children. They were talking themselves. The third minister is talking to the fourth minister silently, they do it softly. The prince is a good lad. He can't do anything wrong. See, the prince is a good lad. He can't do anything wrong. Halwa, ರೀ ಏನ್ರಿ ಯುವರಾಜ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಹುಡುಗ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಬಾಯ್. ಹಿ ಕಾಂಟ್ ಡೂ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ರಾಂಗ್. ಅವನೇನು ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸಿ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ themselves. So, look here children. This line may also ask in your examination as an extract. The prince is a good lad. He can't do anything that's wrong. What are children? Who said this? Or who is the speaker? Yes, one of the ministers. That too, the third minister said this. Who is the lad here? Or who is the prince refer here? Yes, it refers to Siddhartha, not Devadatta, isn't it? So they used to pronounce, or they used to call even Devadatta as the prince, children. Okay, but here the prince, the word prince refers to Siddhartha. Got it, children? Yes. And why did he say so? Okay, he say he can't do anything that's wrong. He had a faith, or he had a belief, and that guy had a great name in the court. That's why that he was so confident about that Siddhartha, and express his feeling that he might have done, he might not done anything wrong. Got it? So that is how the third minister expressed his view. When he expressed, okay, here the third minister is not telling to the king, or he is not telling to any other people, but he is whispering, or he is talking to one of his minister who is sitting next to him, that too very slowly. To that fourth minister, okay, the minister who was sitting beside him, he said, I agree with you. Yes, the fourth minister said that he also agree with his opinion. Look at that line also, children. Look at the line here. This line is also important on the point of, okay, look at that, children. Yes, underline that line. I agree with you. Got it? It is said by the fourth minister. What did he agree? Agree. What do you mean by agree here, children? Agree in the sense accept. Okay. What is the opposite of accept? Reject. What is the opposite of agree? Very good. Disagree. Look at the opposites here, children. Okay. Agree takes the prefix disagree, whereas the meaning of the word agree in the sense accept. The opposite of the accept is reject. Got it? So, he accept, or he agree to the minister. What the third minister has said. What did the third minister say, children? Yes, Prince Siddhartha is a good boy, and a good guy. He might not done anything wrong. Okay. So, when these two were talking each other, children, the god enters with Prince Siddhartha, who has a white swan in his arm. Siddhartha bows to the king. When these two were talking each other, children, okay, the Siddhartha also entered to the king's court along with the god, and also he is holding the sweet, okay, beautiful bird, okay, with him, that too, the white swan. Got it, children? Yes. Then what will happen then? What did Siddhartha say? How will be the trial takes place in the court hall? Okay. And why he is not willing to give back the swan to him? Okay. Let us see these details in the next class. Shall we, children? Okay. Yes, let us stop here and write the homework, children. Write down the question. Why did Devadatta want to visit the king's court? I repeat, children. Why did Devadatta wants to visit the king's court? Okay. Then, what was the complaint of Devadatta? Second question, children. What was the complaint of Devadatta? Okay. Have you written? Yes. We shall stop here. We shall continue the remaining part in the next class. Are you enjoying, children? How is the drama? Is it fine now? Yes. Okay. Let us finish this drama let us complete this drama in the next class. Shall we? Okay. Thank you.